Hello, everyone. This is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and I love to come live to show you what's been going on in my craft room here in Mesa. So this last weekend, today I have some in-person classes, and I wanted to show you a really fun card that we're making. And it's a fun fold, and it uses another fun element. So I appreciate all of those who will be popping on live here, or those of you who watch the replay. Let me know you're here. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know about anything. I'm happy to help. So let's do a little bit of stamping this morning. There's just a little bit. The rest of it's just kind of more or less really fun. So like I always tell people, if you get lost in my directions, be sure to check my blog at KimPlaysWithPaper.com, because I do put the videos as well as the measurements and pictures of the card on my blog at KimPlaysWithPaper.com as well. Hey, Diane, thanks so much for popping in. So today's Halloween, it's going to be a Halloween card. So I just wanted to show you the products I'm using. The first item is the Spooky Sweet 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. Some fun elements in here. Hey, Shirley, thanks for popping in. So I'll just show you a couple of the sheets of the Designer Series paper for Halloween. Candy corn candies, then more neutral. We have some windows of a haunted house, neutral, a little more neutral. Some fun little characters. These are sticker sheets, so we have trees and candy corn and cauldrons and all kinds of things like that. Make it quick and easy to get a quick card going. Little tags that you could use for treat packets. There is another side to that one, and that's a more neutral side as well. Cut these pieces up, and you have immediate card fronts on one side, and then Petunia Pop on the other, one of my favorite colors. So that's the Spooky Sweet 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. Then we're also be going to using today the Spooky Halloween stamp set, that Happy Halloween, along with the Fright Night dies and the Spooky Halloween dies. So let me show you the card. It is really super fun. So it is hey, Janie, thanks for popping in. It is a gatefold card with a belly band. And then on the front of this haunted house, I have a little, it's called a wobble, and I'll show you the wobble. My friend Angela in Nebraska loves to use the little wobbles on her card projects, so I thought I would emulate her today. So you take the belly band off of the card, open it up, and it's Happy Halloween inside. So that's the project for today. Let me show you the pieces that I will be using. So we have a piece of black cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 2 1/8 and 2 1/8 on each side. Then I have two pieces of the Designer Series paper. Those measure 5 1/4 by 1 7/8, and those are from that Spooky Sweet. This is from the Stylish Shapes dies, that largest circle. Here's our haunted house from the Spooky Halloween stamp set. And you'll notice I have a little bit of a yellow glow behind it. I'll show you how I worked that. I've got a 5 1/4 by 4 piece of basic white. Thank you, Beth. I know how much you like Halloween. Hello, Brenda. Thanks for joining. And then for my belly band, I have, it's a piece of the two-tone black cardstock, and that measures 9 1/2 by 1 1/4. Oh, you love wobbles too, Beth. They're super. This is the first time I've used them. So, and Kay, thanks so much for joining me, Kay. All right, we'll stamp first because that's Even though we're stampers, that's the last thing. I mean, the first thing, that's the least of what we're up to today. The other is kind of assembly. So I'll just use that Happy Halloween from that spooky Halloween stamp set. All tricks, no treats. Spooky, don't worry. Just fun, just kind of, I can't think of the word, but not too serious Halloween kind of. Well, hey, Colleen, good morning. All right. So there's our Happy Halloween. Oh, my goodness. Can you tell it's going to be a day? I've already got ink. Hey, Pam, thanks for popping in. All right. So we'll just, let's see. I have black pants on this morning. I have black pants on today. That's a good thing. I have class today. I always say, I'm always find myself wiping my stamps on my pants, and the ink, it comes out. I don't worry about it. All right, so let's fold. Remember, I did score that on each side at 2 1/8. So I'm just going to give that a good burnish. Halloween's just a little over a month away. If you like to do treats and such for that, this is a good time to get started. There are some really fun little products. I'll show you some of the other ones too. So the Happy Halloween just goes right in the middle. If I scored right, it should go right in there. And I see I have a little smudge in the upper right. No one would ever notice except for me, but I do have these little spiders and bats that I cut from the die cut. So I'm going to, before I forget, I'm just going to make a little spider up in the corner here, so that there we go. Now I feel way better about that. Alrighty. So then our designer series paper goes on the front. These gatefold cards are fun for anything. A few weeks ago, I made a holiday card. So give it a try. One, you can have belly bands or not have belly bands. They're really easy. So then this paper was cut at 5 1/4 by 1 7/8, and it fits in there with a little border around it. I'm just using my a little bit of adhesive to put that on. Okay, so now we just have the base of the card ready to go. Let's do the belly band. Again, I'm using that two-tone cardstock. It's a little bit lighter and more flexible than the black cardstock, and you could choose the lighter side or the darker side, whichever you want. So I'm basically going to put the belly band here. That looks like it's about center, and then put a little bit of adhesive on each end. Maybe that was a little premature, but I'm this going to give it hey, Connie, thanks for popping in. Just a little pressure, not a lot of pressure, because, and actually I put that on the wrong side, because I don't want my card to close on there, and I want to be able to make that come off and on as well. So, hi, Diane, thanks for popping in. I quick stepped away. I did put the adhesive in the wrong place. I'm just going to use my embossing buddy to take some of that sticky off so that it won't stick on my card. So let's put that back on. And well, there we go. Okay, so now I am ready to build the rest of the piece. I'm just going to build up. Here is my designer series paper, die cut with the largest stylish shapes dies. Hey, Linda, good morning. And I'm going to put the adhesive here got a little wild and crazy, but with that, an embossing buddy can kind of take the stickiness off of something to help you move on. So like I said, here is my haunted house, but you can tell from this card here that I wanted to have a little bit of, wanted it to appear that there was some light in the windows. So I did a little bit of, I had a piece of designer, this is Daffodil Delight cardstock, and I cut myself a little pattern to put behind the window. So then I just traced it onto this little cardstock. I'll show you what I'm doing. No, it looks kind of strange, but when I set that on the back of my house, if I do it just gently like that, I turn it around and you can see the light through all of the windows, but you can't see any of the other cardstock. So I'm just going to be very gentle here, trying to get some, just some glue to get that glued on the back, just right around the edges if I can, so I get less stuff seeping out. Okay. And then I'm just going to place it on the back of my house, and the glue gives me just a minute to reposition it in case I don't get it on exactly where I want it. Not that long. And if I go over, I can do some little trimming if I need to. Okay, so then here comes the wobble. If any of you don't know what wobbles are, this is, oops, I got two of them hooked together. This is a wobble. And this is what they kind of pop up. So I was hoping they would fit on my bats, but they were too big. So this is what a wobble looks like. They have adhesive on both sides. So this is a little tricky. So I am going to put because watching me tear the adhesive off. So I just tore that little piece of adhesive off, and I'm going to put that wobble right in the middle of that card front. And I did put this is where the little circle is, because there's a circle piece and then a solid piece. So then I have adhesive on these two, so I'm just going to try to peel those off. And it usually, and so then that's a really, it's a really clear piece right there. And so I'm going to take my house, and it's adhesive, so I'm just going to press my house right down on there to give that good press. And then you see I have my wobble. Alrighty, so then I have die cut from the Fright Night. I have the spider webs and the spider, and then from Spooky Halloween, I grabbed the bats on the back of the spider web because they're just so intricate. I did put adhesive sheets, so it makes it a little bit easier. I just found the wobbles online. If you Google wobbles, there are there. And Linda, if you message me, I might be able to find the link to the exact ones I have my husband do all my ordering aside, so I call him my purchasing specialist. So I just give him a link and he buys it. So got the adhesive sheets on the back, making it just a little easier for me to get all those intricate designs adhered to the card. So I will put, and you can do anything you want with this. You can decorate them any way you want. But I thought the front really needed something. Started out kind of plain, and then I just kept adding all the little fun elements because the die cuts are just so fun, and you need to use them. Of course, now I'm trying to pick my adhesive off. And it will come eventually, so, and it's usually way easier, but I love how it just pulls out a lot of the pieces, and I don't have too much poking to do as well. So, all right. So like I said, this gatefold with the belly band can be adapted. And don't do what I do, just make sure that you adhere the belly band so that it doesn't stick to the card. All right, then with our bats, I'm just going to put a glue dot on the back of the back of our bat, and have the bats flying about on our page. I just took a bunch of my basic black scraps and ran them all through at the same time I could get the bats and the spider webs and the spiders all at the same time. Thank you for chiming in on those, Beth. Appreciate that. All right. So there we have our fun Halloween gatefold with the wobble. A happy Halloween inside, and then there's a place for a message. You could also put designer series paper on here if you wanted to, but just a fun little thing to send out or display, give to little trick-or-treaters who come to your house. But I just thought it was fun to share that little Halloween project with you today. If you have other questions, give me a shout or check my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com. I appreciate everyone popping in today live. I hope you enjoyed it. If not, I hope you enjoyed it. If you weren't able to join me live, please watch the replay, and have a great rest of your day, weekend. And until next time, everyone, happy stamping. Bye-bye.